Polaris is the sort of game this medium was made for. It was created by a passionate and small team of ambitious folk without any consideration for contemporary concerns of quality, and its every aspect oozes creative conviction. Sure, it's technically just a PvE extraction shooter, but it feels and looks dissimilar to anything else on the market right now. It has a powerfully compelling premise, dropping you in a handful of open islands with a clear overarching objective, and asking you to solve problems your way. The game is built from the ground up to respect player intuition and ingenuity. From the second you start, the risk-reward elements are apparent. Do I sprint toward the nearest loot crate so I can acquire better guns and mobility options? Do I fend off the gunships blasting at me first? Do I let my teammates collect currency while I head straight for the primary objective? And when I do have the means to buy upgrades, what should I prioritize? Polaris plops you right down, tells you to imagine the possibilities, and you're left to your own devices. This creates a co-op multiplayer experience that is truly memorable because everyone falls into their roles naturally. You don't pick classes or buffs and debuffs, your actions determine your place. My friend Delta ran around the map grabbing all the loot, which deposited currency to our shared pool. Using that currency, my friend Meso and I were able to buy jet boots and fly around the core objective like angry wasps, unloading on it with impunity. We were an effective machine with much room for improvement as we settled into a groove. Not all loot and currency is created equal either. Some guns are just better than others, and some are very situational. There are multiple sorts of turrets, orbital strikes, and even vehicles all vying for your hard-earned dough, and effective spending is essential to a swift and decisive victory. Like, sure, you could chase down the big drill worm and blast it to bits with your most powerful weaponry, or you could fly ahead and place turrets where it surfaces, letting your money do the work for you while you pursue other activities, such as perhaps placing even more turrets. The opportunities for emergent strategizing and optimization are incredible, despite how simple the gameplay loop is, and that's because Polaris is something you actually play. Plenty of people see it as this janky, obtuse mess, but I contrarily find it reasonably polished and pleasantly unique. Its mechanics naturally encourage and invigorate human curiosity, enabling you to draw your own conclusions through actual interactivity. My friends and I were pulled into this visceral loop of, ooh, what if we tried this, or that, but how about in this way? Constantly finding new uses for the tools at our disposal, and eagerly anticipating the new ones we would unlock. It helps that the game so strongly incentivizes this sort of experimentation, granting you more unlocks the more thoroughly and expediently you complete objectives. It's pure gameplay from start to finish, no filler to be seen, a proper playground of creation and destruction. Basically, Polaris is an excellent title which welcomes the human heart with open arms, and you get what you give. It's still in development, but even with only 2 objectives and a few maps, it's extremely enchanting.